What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Dominate Fishing. Today we are out and we're going to do some spring crappie fishing, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so we absolutely have a gorgeous night on our hands, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be getting up real shallow and we're going to be fishing in wood to try to catch some of these spring crappies. So a lot of what happened here is we had a really early ice out. Spring started early, then it kind of stalled out. It got kind of cold, and the lakes around my area, they're in kind of different stages. Some of them are still pretty cold, but today we're on a lake where we found some, afternoon temperatures up around 60. So we figured the crappies are probably going to be getting into some spawning activity. So what we did, we came up and we started searching some shorelines, and up in some of this wood, we found some crappies. So we're going to be fishing a classic crappie rig and just see if we can't get some of these fish. So you can kind of see here, we got all this nice wood. We got all these nice down trees. There's down trees over there, down tree there. We got down trees over here. I'm gonna be fishing with my buddy Josh today. That's him right there. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna work these trees and see if we can't pull some of these crappies out. So the water warmed up real quick. So the crappies, they're up in the spawning bay. Actually, Josh is hooked up with a real nice one right now. So while I'm talking to you guys, telling you what we're doing, Josh pounds a big, that's a nice female. Look at that crappie there, guys. Right there. Nice fish. There's a spoiler, what he's using. Bobber, jig. Just a beautiful crappie there. He's gonna let that one go. That was a beautiful fish. So what we're gonna try to do today, we are gonna keep some fish to eat. We're gonna try to keep some males to eat and let the females go do their duty. There we go, guys. We got a nice one. Nice doggy right here. Nice crap. This one got hit by a fish, Josh. Do you care? Males for eating. Nice crappie there. Okay guys, so let me show you real quick the rig I'm going to be using. So when you're fishing this real shallow water for these crappies, I'm going to use just a classic spring crappie rig. It's one of the best. It's just a bobber with a jig and minnow. Now what you can do, you can either do a bobber with a jig and minnow, or you can do a bobber with a hook and split shot with a minnow. So here's the difference. When you use a jig, you're not going to get as much action on that minnow. The minnow's not going to swim as freely as if you're using a plain hook. So you're going to use a plain hook and then a split shot just to get down. You don't need a heavy split shot because you're going to be fishing shallow water. Because you're fishing shallow water, it's much easier to just use a regular bobber as opposed to a slip bobber. If you're using a slip bobber, you got to deal with the bobber stop getting caught in the eyes. You have to wait until your line gets down to set the whole bobber up to straighten everything out. It's much easier to just use a standard bobber. So this is the rig. It's probably one of the best spring crappie rigs. Just a bobber, a jig, and a minnow. So let's get some of these. We know these crappies are here. Let's get them. This one, guys. Crappie. Yeah. You know what that means? They're getting ready to spawn. Nice crappie here, guys. Oh yeah. Big old crappie. And when you're fishing these spring crappies, a lot of times the water temp can make a really big deal. So when we were out on the main part of the lake, the water temp was still in, I think it was around the mid 50s. You can see right here that we've got 62 degrees, actually, we're late afternoon. When we pulled in here, I think it was around 59, and it's gone up. We're really shallow. We're in this back bay, and that sun is just really warming this water up. And actually, I've got the boat pretty shallow right now, but if we, looking for that warmer water, we found, I've never fished this lake for crappies in the spring, and we found them pretty quickly, just kind of using what we know about spring crappies. Actually, to find these crappies, what I did, I followed the steps of my 6-step crappie locating system. That's actually a free system that I give away. So if you want it, all you gotta do is click on the link in the description of this video and I'll email you my 6-step crappie locating system. But that's what we did. We got on this lake, we knew what to look for, and we got on these fish pretty quick. Oh yeah, here we go, guys. Nice crappie here. Nice crappie here. Boom, boat hoist. Look at that one, on the boat hoist. These bad boys are gonna fry up real nice. That's one of the fun things about spring. Spring crappie fishing, hard to beat. Just whip that sucker right up there, shell. There we go, guys. Oh, there's a slab, Josh. Look at this one. There's your crappie there, guys. We will take that. That's just on that simple bobber rig. We're just fishing this reel. It doesn't get any easier than this. We're just casting that wood, and we are pulling out some really nice crappie. It's a simple but effective technique. See, there's all kinds of download in here. I'm just throwing that bait right up in there. Boy, I can see these crappie in here too. Here we go, guys. There we go. Smashed it. Smoked it. What you have there, Josh? Nice crappie, guys. Let that guy go. Take a couple home for Josh. Let a few go. That's one dead minnow. Alright. Pop this out here. That last guy, he was aggressive. Oh, here, I think I'm getting charged. Yep. He hit it. I hear Josh is getting him there in the back of the boat. What we got there, Josh? There we go. There's all different sizes in here. Some little, some nice. Here we go. Is he gonna hit me? They don't like the dead ones. I'm behind it. Let's get our crappie, and then we'll go get our walleye. There's the bobber. Over all kinds of wood out there. I'm just gonna let this thing sit. Oh, I see some slabs too. I see some big ones. Up here, guys. And we got a slab too. Nice crappie. Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Nice crappie. Popped him on that jig and minnow.